to all my Natural Progesterone subscribers. So glad that we can spend this time together again for a short 2 minutes video from Healthy Hormone Balance with Vero. So I've been a bit delayed in catching up with you because I've changed houses. I went on a humanitarian development trip to Madagascar. It was fantastic. And now I'm back at home. So today, as promised last time, we're going to talk about progesterone dosage. This is a subject that can be a bit confusing at times. There can be different advices that you can find online. But I would like to recap here about dosage, which is very important. The dosage of progesterone that you need to take doesn't depend on your age, nor your height, your weight, a bit on your sex, because men would need a bit less than women. But it solely depends on the amount of estrogen dominant symptoms that you have. So the dosage will have to be increased in relation to the symptoms that you are actually experiencing, the estrogen symptoms you are experiencing. So as a general advice, people are generally advising 20 milligram to 40 milligram of progesterone per day. And this truly is really not enough if you are suffering from estrogen dominant symptoms. We would rather advise 100 to 200 milligrams per day. If your dosage is too low, you might just feel okay, you might feel well, and then because it triggers the estrogen receptors, but then as it is not enough and the estrogen is still dominant in your body, your symptoms will come again. And many people even get discouraged and they stop their progesterone therapy. So the dosage doesn't depend on your height, weight, age, but on the amount of estrogen you have in your body. So if your estrogen dominant symptoms are horrific, then we would advise to even ignore your cycle, your menstrual cycle. I know that on the brochure for premenopausal women, we advise that you take progesterone during the 14 last days of your cycle so that it accompany your natural progesterone secretion, production. But if you have got bad estrogen dominant symptoms, I urge you to try not to stop, but to go for it non-stop, so that you give time to your body to become progesterone dominant instead of estrogen dominant. And your cycle will sort itself out. And another, maybe a little comment in regard to the dosage. You really don't have to worry or to fear about the dosage. During a pregnancy, the placenta produces up to 400 milligrams per day. 400 milligrams. You feel great, your skin, your hair, your moods, and it all is in benefit for the gestation of the baby. So very vital for all his organs and his nerve and his cardiovascular development. So you don't have to fear in regards to the dosage because there is no side effects apart feeling well and maybe a little bit dozy. So you don't have to worry about that. So maybe the last point that I'd like to touch, when will you start? So after 2 or 3 months, you stop the progesterone, and if you feel well and the symptoms don't come back, then you can go back onto a normal regime where you would use the progesterone only the 14 last days of your cycle. If the symptoms come back, then you continue with the progesterone. And the amount you'll have to play with it. Okay? So let's say after 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you are satisfied and you stop the continuous progesterone, then you will have to adapt the progesterone intake up to your cycle. So there again, we've standardized women's cycle as being 28 days. It's more convenient for those that are the pill manufacturers. But the cycle varies from woman to woman. So you can have a short cycle of 21 days or even a longer cycle of 35 days. If you have a long cycle of 30-35 days, then you will start to use progesterone on day 21. On day 21, yes, for 2 weeks. Okay? If you've got a short cycle, then you will start to use the progesterone on day 7, counting from the first day of your menses. You start on day 7 and then you go for 14 days. So listen, I hope it's all clear. All this information are on my site, so follow us. It's at natpro-progesterone-cream.com. Follow us on Facebook and sign up for my free video series and you will get any updates or any promotion. So great to be, thank you for listening. It's great to be with you again. So take care until we meet next time. Cheers.